where she kind of just got worse. She didn't like being there either. And I visited her there. I visited her one Wednesday morning, and it happened to be the same day that my grandpa's funeral was. So she couldn't go to that. This was my stepdad's grandpa. So I visited for a while with her in the morning. And that morning she had like a minister come in and said prayers with her and everything, and that was so tough. And at that point in time she had a trach in because of some breathing problems as a result of everything else that was going on. And it was hard to see that. It was hard to see the minister come in and pray. Just because it's like at that point you just don't know, you know what I mean? I had a hard time with that. So, went to the funeral and for my grandpa. And I felt bad that my mom couldn't go, and my stepdad didn't go because he stayed there at the hospital with my mom. I remember it was a Wednesday, and it was February 11th. And I went back, I got called back to the hospital on February 13th because she wasn't doing well. 2 days later, and we get there, and she's laying all the way back in the bed, struggling for breath, not conscious, but they told me she could hear me. And so I said I loved her and everything, and it was a sight that I did not like seeing, and I couldn't even handle being in there. I had to run out of the room. Sorry, it's emotional. I had to run out of the room. It was an awful sight. I felt so horrible for her. Anyway, I went back in the room for a while, and my kids were at home, and it was late at night, and I just missed my kids so much, and I wanted to hug them. And I remember talking to the nurse, being overwhelmed with emotion, and asking her if it would be a bad thing if I went home to be with my kids, because I just couldn't handle it emotionally. I could not handle it. And we ended up going home. And that actually must have been the 12th, the night of February 12th. And during that time that I was there, my brother had never showed up, but early in the morning we got a phone call that she had passed away, and my brother happened to be the only one there with her. And so that was very tough, because she was only 56, and my kids had to see a lot with that, and so did I. And of course, you know, I got into another depression, so I had to work my way out of that. And of course, that's when I decided that, you know, I have to lose weight. I don't want my kids to see this again with me. I don't want to see me go through this. I don't want my husband to have to see it. I just don't want it to happen to me. I want a chance at a long and healthy life. And so that's where my journey began, pretty much back in 2006. And I just had surgery in 2009, so, and I think I'm down a total of 107 pounds, 83 since surgery, or thereabouts, I'm not sure exactly. I go for my 6-month post-op appointment next week, so I'll find all that out. But what an emotional ride. And now I'm glad I did the surgery. I really miss my mom terribly, though. All the time. But I'm doing what I gotta do. So thank you everyone for watching. I'm sorry that this is a long and emotional video. But thank you to my new subscribers. Thank you to those that have been watching. Thank you to Joshua for running this fat loss contest. Thanks everyone, and have a blessed night.